Yep.
Welcome to the final game of the divisional round and Blast from the Past. This features John M. controlling the Hammond Pros. You might think they look like the Eagles. And I'm controlling the Chicago Cardinals. Never mind that it says Arizona. Is Arizona even a state?
Yes. Well, back in 1920? Yeah, it was.
Yes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun.
I think in 1920 there was only 2 that weren't.
Yeah, probably Alaska and Hawaii. Okay.
They're coming out to some pretty super futuristic music.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway.
It's hard about
January afternoon.
The wind in the Chicago is with me, I guess.
Right.
So the Arizona, this is the final divisional playoff game, as I said. It's the Chicago Cardinals and the Hammond Pros. I'm controlling the Cardinals. John M. the Pros. All teams have been edited, so we hopefully should pick up the pace now. Plus, I'm on vacation. That helps.
Vacation is wonderful.
Yep.
Wow, he's slow.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there.
Oh, wow.
Figured. Hawaii wasn't a state until what, the 50s or 60s?
Yeah. I didn't look at the ratings on the teams.
Eagles were rated 67. All I know is the running back I currently got back there is what in God's name happened there?
Who are the Eagles?
The Eagles were 60. Well, the Hammond Pros were 67.
I don't know these Eagles you talk about.
Oh, Lordy.
Imagine if the Hammond Pros and the Akron Pros win their games and meet in the Super Bowl. Be an all-pro Super Bowl.
Right.
Ah. Oh, yeah? Well, look at that. Joining us on commentary here is the legendary voice of Phantom Fighter. Well, Terrors always talks me up, so I gotta pay it forward.
Trying to get you your own berth on some sort of radio station somewhere.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Fun side note, Vinnie Vincent was on radio in college.
I was, yes. I was a DJ. Vinnie Vincent and Brian O'Connor with Dragon's Den he hosted.
You would have thought it was a nerd show, but it really wasn't too nerdy.
It was rock and roll. Do some interviewing. Come on, fumble the ball. That guy has one half sleeve. If the Cardinals win this game, I'll have to try and remember to fix that. There's always something that gets by.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much running room.
You know, for a slow dude, he's going to have...
Ward, the quarterback, this is the only name that was available, is Ward. It was for the Hammond Pros. Apparently, he was like Cher and Madonna and Prince. And that would be Wilbur Henderson, the rookie who did not go to college. Again, they're all rookies in 1920s.
You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Huh. Now most of these guys were out of high school. Where is the coverage?
He was wide open.
There was nobody. I didn't even.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was
that'll happen.
right there.
I didn't call an all-out blitz. I only blitzed 2 linebackers, not everybody. Why does they do that? And why is it always against me against John? Why? Why?
Because it's entertaining. We find entertaining and torturing Vinny.
Why ask why? Try blood dry.
Tear it out, tear it out. Ah.
Okay. Well, let's show them why we're the Chicago Cardinals. We've been around since 1898. No, actually, it's because they got faded maroon jerseys from the University of Chicago, and Chris O'Brien said, that's not maroon, that's cardinal red. Plunkett. That would be... why am I always on the wrong roster?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It was Plunkett.
No, it is, but I can't get the laptop to move.
Yeah, it's
Joseph Plunkett. Joseph Plunkett.
This is why you get desktops.
Again, no college.
They're more fun.
We're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game.
What the heck happened there?
All the things you worked on in practice.
Edward Davis jumping off sides.
Nah. That's ridiculous.
And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
They've gotten awfully liberal with that whole neutral zone infraction.
There's an update on this game. Well, this is the first time that we're playing under the new update, and I'm not sure what's in it, but apparently
the Kaepernick kneel.
McInerney had a weird state, but luckily for me, you kind of dove out of the way. So. Had a weird start, not state. As we look at Comiskey Park in Chicago.
Sure.
Beautiful day.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here.
What was that?
I don't know. Paul Florence out of Loyola, Illinois, gets the reception. So, you said you're Phantom. You said you're rooting for him, and you don't want a Chicago versus Chicago NFC Championship game, or well, Chicago versus Decatur.
You can always tell that they were concerned about it going in, because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season.
Oh. Ed Davis making up for that offsides earlier.
Defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
That's the blind side of most
quarterbacks. Hungry.
If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well.
Patty Driscoll just got crushed.
Maybe your highest paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation,
I did not call timeout. I didn't call timeout. I hit the audible button.
Triangle's the audible button.
Yeah, no, I hit square. That's not timeout, though.
Square, well, I don't know. You might have slipped and hit the big
audible.
button in the middle.
Must have. The big fat finger.
Yeah, we're going to blame it on your fat fingers.
That's what she said.
It depends on what she's blaming on you.
Where are you throwing? You are a freaking Hall of Famer, Patty Driscoll. Play like it.
And B. Hallstrom apparently is injured for some reason.
That's my fullback, Bernie Hallstrom.
Oh, he must have hurt himself tripping over something. Blade of grass, or I don't know.
When in doubt. Joseph Plunkett just watched it sail over his head.
Bruce
Hallstrom, he will not be able to return from this game.
No. Apparently there was more than a blade of grass. A grasshopper jumped at him. Hit him right
Lynn
in the chest.
Sharpier will be coming in to replace.
I just saw the pass where he doesn't even bother trying.
Oh, let's see. It's 4th and 18, and Vinny is going for it.
Now this place in the field. That's not 1919, and these aren't the White Sox. Joseph Plunkett, showing you why he is Joseph Plunkett.
Well, isn't this in the height of the,
Yeah, it's the year after the Black Sox game.
Oh, no,
Chicago. Can't you see? Yeah, can't you see in the end zone?
What the heck's the word I'm looking for? Prohibition.
Yes. I think so.
You got a
Hey,
whole bunch
Google.
of bootleggers.
When was Prohibition?
Prohibition in the United States lasted from 1920 to December 5th, 1933.
Okay, so it was the beginning
It's
of
new.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, all your players are running boost.
You don't think they don't have some in Hammond, Indiana?
Oh, I'm sure they are, but you know we're at least sober.
Are you sure? Because that cover says no.
You know
The
what?
legendary Joseph Plunkett.
That's because he was couldn't run in a straight line. He was crooked. Totally drunk.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
Joseph Moonshine Runner Plunkett.
Tremendous scouting,
Oh, I thought I had it.
film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off.
So, going for it on 4th down, maybe that might become my thing after
We
that.
have a lot to handle in this one.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks away.
Oh, Patty Driscoll kicks it off. One of the 4 different numbers he wears.
And this will be a touchback.
1, 99, 12, and 88.
And out now come the Eagles.
Okay, whoever 82 is, I think he's got Parkinson's today. He was just shaking.
You were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
And there goes Vinny's viewership,
Back pretty quickly,
making fun of Parkinson people.
so that didn't happen. You can't yell
I'm making fun. I'm just pointing out that I think he might
Next
want to
thing you
get
know,
tested.
Jeff Fox comes in. Jeff Fox. Wow.
Jeff Fox.
Michael J. Fox
Michael Fox.
comes in and starts suing Vinny. I was thinking of Jeff Foxworthy. Huh.
Okay.
Listen, you might be a redneck.
So I have a personal 3-game winning streak against humans in Sack the Future, and a 2-game losing streak against John in Blast from the Past.
This is okay. I'm okay with this.
Well, honestly, I'd rather win. I'd like to win a Super Bowl in both, but
I hear you.
even in video games, I don't. Being a Bills fan, I don't win Super Bowls. There's the coverage. We gotta adjust something here. This coverage is weak.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
No, not
You're
recent.
able to hit a
Oh,
receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of
Okay.
steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
yeah.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding some room at midfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And finally,
Hess, you're playing Hess at quarterback. That would be, it's the wrong roster, dipshit. That would be Wally Hess out of Indiana.
Side note, he started the Hess Gasoline Company. I can't even say gasoline or whatever. And I'm wrong because I'm just guessing.
I was going to say probably not, but that's a good,
they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
fake toid.
Some good tackling there as
Fake news.
Yes, fake toy. That's you got.
2 yards on the carry there on 2nd down.
You gotta coin that term. I was gonna say clone that
Coin a
term.
phrase, yes.
Because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will
The
take
Hammond
the
Pros
advantage
apparently went and put all their backups in, so we're not ready for any of these guys.
Didn't happen on that play.
Nice trip, nice trip. La Rosa still put out and knocked you down.
3 yards on it.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere. Not getting any push. There we go. Let's try this.
On 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he
nice
gets a hand
knockdown.
on it.
Certainly looked like they
Nice
Lucky.
knockdown.
there on 3rd down.
Lucky turd.
La Rosa.
His hand on that one, knock it away.
La Rosa.
Brings up a 4th down decision.
That would be Paul La Rosa. Legend
And they're
Paul La
going to
Rosa.
get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now back to throw.
Oh, that's not who I wanted to throw it to,
Oh, come on.
but I'll take
Hey, wait a
it.
minute. Hallstrom's back in there. Oh, that's a different Hallstrom. The offensive guy got hurt.
It's like, wait a second.
They're able to
Yeah, I was not thinking to throw to him. I wanted to throw to somebody else. But hey, it worked.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
Bernie Hallstrom.
Picked off at the 22.
Uh-oh. You don't get away with this one. Oh, he's a fast
Well,
little
you
bugger.
just got. You just went like.
All I hear is the feet. That guy's moving.
Bernie Hallstrom. That would be
How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Illinois grad.
Saying is I gotta kill 97. Alrighty.
Well,
then.
he was hurt on offense, but apparently he's the one running around with one half sleeve.
Right.
Like, you know, he's some kind of. Yeah.
And that makes the score 14-7.
All right, so Chicago takes the lead thanks to a pick six.
So they'll get another
And now it's going to be a horrible kickoff.
pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
So Bernie Hallstrom was injured on offense, but he's still good enough to play defense. It must be something he can't go forward or something. I don't know.
Sure.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
But this was back to the future rule, so I'd have to take him out.
and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really
On a roster that's only 18 receivers long.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
I thought you took that off me. Anyway, like I was saying, on a roster that's only 18 players long, it's hard to pull somebody. I think there's no depth in 1962. I literally have 38 players on this team because they're double and the kicker is, you know, one guy is 4 people and everybody else is 2.
Right.
We were cloning in the 1920s, the roaring 20s.
Loss of a yard and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt.
And if you're a Cardinal fan, the soaring 20s.
Linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do.
That's the end of one. Chicago Cardinals lead the Hammond Pros 14-7.
Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Throw it right at him. Just throw it right at him. Really?
Picked off near the 34.
Where are you diving to?
I don't
Paul
know.
LaRosa with the interception.
15.
As soon as he catches it, he spins.
Show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out
I
firing
don't
Yeah.
know.
away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put
Yeah,
the
I'm not
defense
sure
in a really
why
tough
you
spot.
got your backups in, but you do. If they're not numbered 1 through 11, 99 through 89, they're not a starter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. We'll look in a second.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down
We'll
to
take a quick
7.
game or quick game break to take a look.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see here. Medical Center. Henderson is out with a broken ankle. So what's the deal with the depth chart? Hess number 27. Why is? Because he's overall rated better.
No, well, he must have. That's weird. He must have. Maybe the other guy regressed. I don't think so. I was controlling them. That was one of the games I blew you out. Hammond versus the Detroit. That's the quarterback with no head.
Right. Receiver seems. We'll get back to it now.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first
Let's
down
see if that
completion.
changes anything.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Wow, that was ridiculous.
And McInerney in the end zone. Nick McInerney. How the hell do you say that name over and over? Nick McInerney. Okay. Again, though, I'd like to remind everybody that no lead is safe against John M. I don't know how many times I've won a game that looked close, but I've been blowing them out for 3 quarters. Or worse yet, that one playoff game 2 games ago, I was leading 24-7, and then I did not score again, and I think you scored 55 points.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was the Chicago Staley's game, or Decatur Staley's game, yep.
Alright.
So let me ask you, Phantom, if the Dayton Triangles and the Decatur Staley's meet, you got Bacon versus the Papa Bear, who are you rooting for? Oh, nice play. Olarosa. Nick Ward is 0 for 1, or N Ward. Oh, I think I actually gave him a first name.
So wait, is this team that had the headless guy, or?
No, it was Detroit.
Oh, okay. Wow. Both starters come out not doing anything yet.
Red O'Connor with the tackle in the backfield. If that ain't an Irish name, I don't know what it is. Red O'Connor. I bet you he was a Chicago policeman in the offseason.
Yeah.
But you've got to help him get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
What the heck is that?
That was a floater. I want to double flush that one.
I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try and throw.
Let's get upfield. Not gonna do it.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
So in the AFC Championship, we got the Hammond Pros and the Dayton Triangles.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up
And the Decatur Staleys await the winner of this game.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
Now I have a dilemma in the next round.
so they're behind
In the AFC side, do I take the real-life world champion Hammond Pros and quarterback Fritz Pollard, or do I pick the Dayton Triangles, who will one day, in my belief, become the Baltimore Colts franchise?
Back to throw now on second and 10.
Wow.
Over the middle, it's complete.
I support the theory that they are the Baltimore Colts. Huh?
No coverage whatsoever.
Well, it's kind of like your touchdown. Maybe that was the update that Madden put into the newest version. No coverage on goal line.
I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection.
Well, they take it away ball hawking at the beginning of the game, season. So a lot of the interceptions you see in Sack of the Future actually wouldn't be happening if we moved up. Hold on, I gotta get you. It's much harder to get to my ear with these headsets, but other than that, they're good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Wide open.
Not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I don't know. They probably allowed him to wear them because they didn't think of the safety issues back then.
Hank Gillow, running back.
A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't worried about safety. They're like, here, carry this wooden board with nails in it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss.
You know how sometimes some guys will combine two things and it takes on like sort of like the movie Basketball, but in real life there's something going on right now. Like I think they combine pool and
Soccer.
Yeah.
Of course.
I always McInerney. When I worked at the golf course, I thought of an idea to combine football and golf. Now, obviously, there was that commercial back in the 90s, but I actually thought about how you'd pump from the tee. Every other hole you have the ball. So, like on the first, third, fifth, one team has the ball. The second, fourth, you punt from the tee, and that's from there. Say it's a par 3, so punter goes 60 yards, and it's a 90-yard hole. So you have 3 downs to get 30 yards after that, and you have to get it to the end zone or to the green. And it's full contact golf, and you have to stay within the fairway, so it's a lot not as wide as.
That's a flag.
Oh, that's a flag. That's a move. It's just.
Nice move at the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a
See if I can dance around. Actually, it probably was stupid. I probably would have fumbled. Could have fumbled the ball doing that crap, but
that would have been entertaining.
I was just trying some things with the joystick.
The stuff you try with your joystick.
McInerney. I like saying that name. McInerney. Should be a character in a movie. God damn it, McInerney!
Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, I don't think that's not quite the line you want.
I'm Nick McInerney, Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Hubbard.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
What are you doing, McInerney? You're clearly not running straight.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's late. Blast and pass usually happens at 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning. Flag for what? Edward Davis. Boy, he's not doing very well when it comes to lining up.
He wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible.
I ain't talking ill of the dead, but he's not. His awareness must be very low.
Something.
Back to throw here.
I threw that right in the back of my center.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
You know what? I don't have 55-27. Look at that score. Jesus Christ. I don't have the pass sliders poorly rated like I do in the Chicago Cardinal series that I was doing.
What in the heck happened there?
Whoa! That animation at the end of that tackle was weird. Let's see if it's like that on the replay.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive,
yeah, that is weird.
4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's pretty good recipe for
McInerney on the run. McInerney got folded up like a McFlat cake here. No, that's not right. What am I? Oh, it's late.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Wow,
you're trying to hit him there.
I try to switch to the Claire ready to tackle the guy, and it switches to another guy.
Oh, that's so annoying. Hate that.
That's what's hurting me right now.
At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here
Edward
to a 3rd
Davis.
down.
It's funny. There's an Edward Davis in Sack the Future because I put my cousins on the Carolina Panthers, both Matt, Mike, and Ed. They're all there.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
We've been missing Joseph Plunkett.
There's a response time issue going on. Not like a lag.
You're having lag?
No, not a lag. It's different. Like it's I push the button to tackle, and instead of diving and tackling the guy, he just sort of stands up and receives him.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field.
I wonder if they screwed something up in the update then.
They've been prepping for.
Never.
Like, okay, I was just pushing triangle.
Yeah, I see that.
To jump up and block the ball, and he didn't even attempt to jump, let alone try to block.
You'd have to think on early downs like
He put his hands up late too.
Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Florence, boy, I tell you though, I do have some Chicago names on this team. They're definitely some locals. Red O'Connor, McNerney. They must have gone to the police force and said, "Hey, you guys want to play?"
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys.
All right, Vinny, that's all the points you scored for us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it.
Well, I was saying before you get on the party line that the Cardinals are the higher rated team by far.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can manage it, though.
And he'll take it back to about the 19
The Cardinals and Staleys, if this game continues on, they are pretty even. The Staleys are probably about 4 or 5 points better.
I think you are. I don't think that there's
But the Akron Pros are the best team in the league. So again, that's where I have my dilemma. Do I control the Pros? Sacks with a sack.
2 minutes to play here in the first half.
I'm having trouble seeing. I'm on the wrong roster. That's why I can't find sacks.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be
Lenny Sacks on the sack.
on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's gonna fire one deep.
No, it's late and my eyes are tired. I probably should have my glasses on. I do turn 40 next month. I mean, you know, I'm getting old.
Don't you know that 40 is the new 20?
Depends on how you feel. To me, 40 will be the new 40.
Sure, it'll be the new 50?
No, it won't be the new 50. I'm not that far gone.
And they'll run it here.
What the heck?
He's to the 10. And he is into
How is a run blitz supposed to, like, let the run blow up?
I don't know. Because it's McNerney.
No, it's suspect for the run anyway in all of them. It's just ridiculous.
Now they'll line up to kick
Oh
the
yeah, you guess run play and
Oh, this is bad.
Blow the guy.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Well, remember that time I guess pass? Was it 2-3 games ago? I guess pass and everybody blitzed.
The kickoff
Yeah.
unit is out on the field.
I think it was in a Sack to the Future game actually.
Very bad. I forget.
Bills and Oilers.
Fielded in the end zone.
Would have been week 1.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do
They keep saying Philadelphia. I think the announcers are drunk.
back on track.
Well, this is
Bootleggers, man, I tell you.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
That's what the NFL was.
Oh my
and,
God! Come on.
Here in this half, it's intercepted.
That's what the NFL was in 1920. It was just a
To right around the 26-yard
excuse for bootlegging.
So that is 3 interceptions.
Commute
now.
booze from one city to the next.
You hate to ask the question, but
In a few years, it's all going to be scabs anyway.
need to go in a different direction next year.
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
So between bootleggers and scabs, I mean...
So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
When you have the announcers turned way down, you hear the players trash talking, and just they yell out random things sometimes that make no sense. The play is over by 5 seconds, and I hear somebody yell out, "Blitz! Blitz!" Everybody's in a huddle, dude.
And they'll go on the ground.
Where are you going? Why aren't you going up the field?
Every now and then you yell out, "Strawberry ice cream is my favorite."
In high school, we had some crazy things we'd yell out, and on extra points we would sing, "You've lost that loving feeling." So we're down in, where were we? Mariah.
To date him, fellas, ladies and gentlemen watching the game, that's from Top Gun in the middle of the 80s. Anyway.
Well, we were playing in the middle of the 90s.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were down in Mariah, and we had scored. It was, I don't know, we were in the 30s, so we had quite a bit. One of the players says, "I'll show you that love and feeling." And John Warshall just absolutely destroyed the guy. And he's standing over him, looks at us. John goes, "Mwah." And I think Mariah thought we were a little late in the loafers.
Mariah thinks a lot of weird stuff.
Well, that's a school that I can remember. One teacher, we were getting out of class early, and this is JV. And one teacher goes, and I've got some good friends in Mariah now, and one of our buddies is works at the nuclear plant in Mariah. But one of the teachers goes, "Don't they eat their young there?" They had some reputations as it was a tough field to go play in. There was one time they pelted us with rocks when we were coming in. It was just see, I never really had any issues in Ticonderoga, other than the fact that their JV field was trash. They had dirt lines and painted lines.
Yeah.
And the dirt lines weren't real, but they were in there every 5 yards. Like somebody had actually taken up the field every 5 yards. So, I didn't realize the half changed. It didn't dawn on me that I kicked the field goal and then was receiving the kick. Anyway. So we get there, it was the half.
Yeah.
We get there for the game. It's the 10th grade. And the coach says, okay, now, don't mind the lines on the field. Just run to the big dirt piles in the back of the end zone. That way you know you scored.
He looked like one of those guys.
They had big dirt piles behind no idea what it was for. Apparently to put down dirt lines, but...
We had the refs tell Ticonderoga, the audience or whatever, the crowd, tell them to put the laser pointers away or you're going to forfeit the game. They were shining laser pointers in our players' eyes.
That'll get you banned from NFL stadiums nowadays.
Yeah. Jeez. Guess run right and what happens? Not a damn thing.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
This is one of them glitches. No, it won't let me do it. I was going to say, I'm trying to switch players.
Yeah.
Won't let me. I don't, because we have such a low roster.
Yeah.
I couldn't put the next guy in. I don't know why. Well, I'm not going to get the snap off. There we go, I got it off.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
This, my running back is clearly done. He's toasted.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let me try again.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive.
There we
all
go.
4
That's
on
what
the
I wanted.
ground.
Straight up substitution I couldn't do, but using the packages I could.
Hmm.
I did this to Tex one time.
What,
And it
the
absolutely
time?
pissed him off.
Oh,
Yeah. He's like, God damn it, just run the play.
It's the 45 to the 47.
I had a 10-point lead, and I received the opening kickoff. And this is when we played 5-minute quarters.
To third down.
Yep.
I received the opening kickoff to start the third, and I scored a touchdown with 0 time left in the fourth quarter on the same drive. I took a 10-minute drive, and it just pissed him off because he couldn't stop me, and I was sitting in the huddle for 30 seconds.
Can't stop you. That's on him.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, I can do this strategy. If I don't make the first downs, it don't mean shit.
Right.
And they'll let their fullback try and push.
And what would the other guy rather? Would you rather me keep scoring?
About the 48-yard line.
Well, the point
Just a
is
1
you're
yard
trying to
gain
win
on
the
play,
game.
and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth
Now,
down.
whether that means you keep scoring to keep the score wide or you run the clock for a narrow margin, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a 30. What's that math? 37-point game. So I can afford to punt it a few times, and if you score. Now, if it all of a sudden is 44 to 30, well, I might open back up. But
Right.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good
oh, that was bad.
Not that I've been able to
So
do
here are
anything
the
anyway,
Eagles
so.
now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get
Well, the
defensive
conference
like-
championship round
Quarterback
should.
likes throwing fucking
Can you imagine what the
interceptions.
grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what
The conference championship round should. The ratings of the teams you just lost your running back
Yeah, I see that.
should be much closer. That's the one problem with trying to set up a 12-team field in a 14-team league.
marker boards.
Yeah, those two.
You had some really bad teams in this playoffs.
It happens.
After the loss to start
Well, when we
out
get to the end of
second
the
and 11.
20s, where it's pretty much just going to be an NFC side, and we'll have the Colts and Steelers, and then in the 40s, the Browns on the AFC side. So games will be done.
Incomplete
It'll be
on the
different.
deep ball.
Sometimes
I might throw Brooklyn. Well, actually, that is the Colts franchise, the Brooklyn Dodgers. So we'll have the Brooklyn, the Pittsburgh franchise through the 30s. In the late 40s, we'll gain the Browns
This is 3rd and 11.
in the AFC.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Mose Bayshaw holding 9 yards.
Decent gain, but all
And you got an upper arm bruise for Gillo. He up bruise and he's out. This is 1920. They don't come out for a bruise.
I could have brought him back in immediately.
They're up some dirt on it.
And this third down
Literally.
looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring
There's a
it
flag
in.
on
Pretty
that.
symptomatic of
He
how
was
this
all
game's
over
been
him.
going.
We're into the second half now. This is an
I don't think pass interference existed back then.
I don't think it exists now.
Out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw
It's
there.
called whenever the Patriots have third down.
He's going to fire one deep over the...
Oh.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at
Yeah, in the AFC Championship game.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2,
There's
3
Gil
yards,
Falcon.
maybe 10. Not
We had a
there.
big
What
game in the
huge
divisional playoff
pickup
game.
as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Nowhere to go.
What is that nonsense?
But I believe it was covered by
So
an
fumble.
Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
What is this? I can't throw the
Well, that time
ball.
it was a throw.
Interceptions, that confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Come on. Get it up and over the defender.
Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back here.
Maybe you need to go back to Hess.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So while we got some time to talk, what do you think you'll be doing your sack games?
Possibly tomorrow.
A give to the
Or
fullback.
tomorrow night when she goes to work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain
You
there
got
to
the
make it
Giants
2nd
versus the
and 9.
Falcons and
That's someone who's pretty happy right
Oilers
there.
versus
That's
the Dallas
defensive
Texans.
coordinator.
And I can tell you from experience that Dallas Texans team is no joke. They're undefeated, but it's not a smoke and mirrors undefeated. They put it to me pretty good, and they beat him too, Phantom. Now, you've got obviously the second best team in the AFL, so it should be a good
Only a
game.
yard on the
Yeah.
pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out.
Yeah, Abner
And some
Haynes is
run
out.
blitz
Well,
stopped
Nick,
that one for a short gain.
Billy Cannon's
What
out,
makes a
so
good
it's
run
equal,
blitz?
even
A
there.
good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task. To follow
Yeah,
your
but
assignment,
Talbot
go to the
is
gap
still
you're
there or
supposed to
whatever.
cover, and not
Toller?
be deterred by
Toller,
anything
yeah.
else.
Yeah, you definitely struck gold with your rookie. It's one of the reasons why Cannon ends up getting moved to tight end and sent to Oakland.
Well, actually, this injury that just happened is the main reason.
Yeah, your injuries this year have been,
Whistles and a flag.
What
And
the
I-
your
hell?
injury ratings have been Louis Coles.
So a jump there
Pretty much dead on.
It's a killer. Watch the football.
Man, this team doesn't want to do anything.
Until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Now Jack Kemp's out. I went 3 weeks without Johnny Unitas.
And now a carry here for their fullback.
No.
And he gets it to the
Kemp,
Where
yes, but-
was everybody? I changed everything to
5
blitz
yards is the
all
pickup there as that
and
extends
everything,
this drive.
and nobody came
And how
in
about
at
that
all.
on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers. Get it to their speedy
All the more
running back.
reason to blitz
They changed
everybody.
up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Oops. Ah, shit.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll run it here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it.
Well, tomorrow night I'll do my bonus game, the Packers and Vikings.
Yeah, I might get to the bonus game, like it wouldn't be late at night, maybe in like the late afternoon. Otherwise, I missed that.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set.
Yeah. And Terrace has 2 more games. Rams and Seahawks and the Browns and 49ers.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. They'll get it to the 23-yard
Len
line.
Sharpier out of Illinois.
Pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about. But as a
Keep throwing that Chicago Staley score up there.
Bring people down. 4 quarters worth of pounding. And now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle.
The Dayton Buffalo is not much better. Hey, can you fit anybody else in that box?
Yeah, right.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh, I ran right into you.
He will have a first down at about
That was the perfect play call for that, and
Yeah.
I ran right
They
into you.
only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
You can pretend you did it on purpose for sportsmanship, not wanting to make the scores.
Yeah.
That's what
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one.
Was that one guy swimming?
He was trying to do something.
Solid run on 1st down.
He was attempting to strip the ball, but apparently not being on the player does more wonders. I don't know. My voice is fucking going.
Gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
That and they got this freaking dime defense, which is crap.
He'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now the
Big guy in that situation, normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
We won't get a lot of views on these games like this.
3-19. 3-19.
Because of Atkinson or because it's 1920?
Oh, nobody has a clue who the players are, yeah.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals add on. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
No, not at all.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
No.
They are looking
Unfortunately, we've all been on the other end of this.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need
Usually
you to get
against
us
John.
back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your
Oh,
plays. This
somebody's
one's
snowmobile lights just flashed in my
X, Y,
back
Z,
window
and
because
see if we
somebody's
can move
pulling into
forward.
the house next door.
Get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's like, what the hell is that?
Aliens.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Aliens have arrived in your backyard.
Wow.
Sure.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is New York State. We're trying to become a sanctuary, so we'd have to keep him anyway.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down.
Because wouldn't they too be undocumented immigrants?
No reason
Yeah,
not to try it there, and they do
technically.
convert on 4th. Oh, he dropped
Oh.
it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to float this one deep.
It's the wave of the future.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown.
New York State, where our hands are pretty much tied when it comes to
Civilian martial law, civilian renouncement of the government. Everybody tells the governor that he's an idiot and we're not going to put up with it. What was that?
And that's a crusher right there.
It's almost like he wanted to prance instead of catch the ball.
I don't think these players want to play.
Oh, well, would you at this point?
I don't think it was.
So
I don't think it was up to this point. I think it was prior to that. These guys ain't doing squat.
Oh, you caught that one. Let's recap on this video. So far, I've alienated a whole sector of people by making fun of Parkinson's disease. John has now called for civilian uprising. We've talked about aliens coming into my backyard.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang.
Well, I'm not racist, but we could go there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
No, I think we'll definitely get shut down.
Yeah, probably.
Got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more.
Where's Momo when you need him?
Line of
No.
scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That Momo thing going on.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20.
That's why Vinny's lost all his.
Completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Vinny lost all his commenting and stuff on his videos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Well, I haven't, but I imagine it's coming. I have
Of course.
videos involving
The guy can't hold on to the ball.
YouTube has announced today that they're gonna censor comments to any videos that involve kids. So, like those wrestling videos that my kids and I do, you won't be able to comment on them. I mean, in the long run, it's not really a bad thing because I don't, get a lot of comments anyway. But I'm sure there's some people that really enjoy that stuff.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, well, there's definitely lots of jerks out there.
Yeah.
I was first let
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Just see, jerks is an understatement.
Let's go! 319! 319!
He wanted to try it with the headset so he could talk to people thinking it would be fun. I'm like, alright, but if someone, if you hear swearing or if someone, if you just don't like it, just take it off. And he had
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
people act different.
Oh yeah, we need to get back to face so you can punch somebody in the face for being stupid.
We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Right. But if we went back to that right now, they still wouldn't know what happened until they got punched in the face. And frankly, a lot of people need to be punched in the face.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets away from one. much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the
Well, I
Too
guess I'm
many
going to
people
finish
call
at
it
90.
copper nowadays.
there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
97
I know
yards
speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game,
for
but the key
McInerney.
to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is away. It's a high
27.
kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Able to avoid him at the 40. Good
Yeah.
blocking there, nearly
Cardinals
sprung him
also
into the
haven't
end
thrown a
zone.
pass
They'll
in the
go
second
with a
half.
19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Well, they're going to get to go
They've got
head-to-head,
good
so we'll
starting
see.
field
And John
position
gets
as
to
they
choose
come
which
up
one he
here,
wants to
1st
be
and 10.
in that game.
They'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now they gotta
Willis
get to the
Brennan
line
on the
quickly.
side.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
What the heck was that?
Another interception.
That's some BS right there.
Off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Maybe I should have stuck with the backup.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Set. 319. 319.
Did you happen to catch what Perkins ended up with?
No, I didn't. I didn't see the final there. Yeah, but he was still throwing a lot too, so I don't know.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
102. That'll be the end of it.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, John, it was a pleasure playing you again.
Well, one
Oh,
side
as
moves
always.
on, and then of course there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's
I know one of these is in my
Think
future.
about the
About
journey, just
Yeah.
getting to this
20
game.
times.
It is what it
probably.
is. I mean, it's a Madden thing anyway. Doesn't matter.
Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs, and then to get to this game, one game.
So we'll move on to the conference championships. Not sure which is first. The only editing I have to do is fixing the Bears jersey numbering.
So that'll do it for
So,
us. For my partner, Charles
we'll probably come
Davis,
at you
and all
early
the
next week
hardworking
sometime.
men and women on our crew.
Until then, I'm Vinny
You've
Vincent.
been watching the
He's John
NFL
M.
right
Thanks for
here
joining.
on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Oh.